story for us?
Yeah, you're pretty close. This one is a sense of unknown and a little bit of fear of not knowing what's happening. Then this one's me entering, being slightly confused about what's going on. This is me thinking and slowing down to take a moment to think. This is me finally understanding it and then realising it's not that bad.
Lovely stuff, mate. Very impressive.
So we're with Evie here today at the Design Jam with Natter Community at Street Group. Evie's going to talk us through the subject on her app, and then she's going to talk us through how she came to the idea and the app itself as well. Hi Evie.
Hi.
So do you want to start by telling us how you came up with the idea for the app?
Well, my school uses a similar app called Satchel, and it shows you your homework and what you've got to do and how you've got to do it. But it's some things about it I didn't like how confusing it was sometimes to see what you've done and what you've ticked off and what you need to do. So I wanted to improve it, but change it up a bit.
Great. So what have you done that's a lot different from the current app that you're using at school?
Well, I've made things clearer so there's more gaps between it, so rather than having everything really close together, really squashed, there's more gaps between it, and it goes into further detail with how the teacher responds to it, because at the moment the teacher just ticks it off on their computer and says yes, you've completed it or not, but on this the teacher has to answer it and say, do you need any help with it, or you did really well on it, and here's your rewards.
Okay, so there's more interaction with the actual homework as well, and you've thought about the UI design in terms of making it a bit more readable for everybody as well. What's been the favourite part of this process for you?
I liked writing the response that the teacher would give to the student and the way that they can help the student learn the things they've struggled with.
And also I see here that you've done an onboarding screen as well. How did you find designing that?
It was relatively easy, but I wanted it to be very clear to read and to see where to go and what to do for it. So it needed to be really accessible to everyone as well.
Do you think this is something that you're going to take back and maybe pitch to your own teacher in your school?
Maybe actually, yes, because my school said they would change the system, but they've not done it yet. But maybe they could get some pointers and see what the kids need to be able to get from the new app.
I think they'll be up for it, and I think it's really good. It does look really good. And let us know whether you do get any success with speaking to your school about it. And thank you for speaking with us.
Thank you.
Do you know, I've seen a side of them today that's been lovely. They've really come out of their shell. Reese has been wonderful. He's been so patient and so supportive, and it's a credit to him that he's just brought them out of this introverted shell that they're in, and they've come up with, we think, an amazing app based on siblings and life. I've just thought it's been a really good session, knowing how the design process works.
I think you've got to be creative in solutions in the world today, haven't you? There's lots of challenges. So I personally believe design is just an incredibly important subject. Definitely. So it's allowing them, as you say, giving them a bit of a push, having it to go, you know what, you can do this. This could be your career. No.
Well, I think that was the nicest bit, that we've got all this technology in the world, and paper and pen, or paper and pencil.
Yeah.
And good old brain fuel.
Good old post-it notes.
Yeah, and post-it notes. And I think that's just been wonderful in a world full of technology, that actually just going back to basics. And look what they've produced. I think it's just showing them that they don't need all this technology as well.
Well, the flow is just pencil and paper, isn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, you can't really get more basic.
Yeah. So it's been wonderful, inspirational and creative. Thank you.
Thank you to everyone.
So my name is Ems. I work for Sage, UX designer. I work with Lee, who runs a lot of the Natter community stuff. So I ended up through work coming here today and invited some of my small friends to join. So two of the children that are here today, I have helped. One was a chart app, She did really well. She thought about it in such an intricate way. She ended up doing 2 different profiles, the child and the parent, which was quite interesting. So she ran through all the different flows that are included in that, which was quite interesting. She ran through what the parent might be interested in, and then even as intricate as how deep into it. So when you've done a chore, you do before and after pictures, and then you get stars per chore, and then you can build those stars up and get rewards from things like a magazine all the way up to like a new bike or a day out. And then we looked at the parent side, being able to add in those chores, and then she's here with a sibling, so we talked about even looking at how they could combine their profiles and their stars to get bigger days out and things like that, which was so interesting. And she's just been through all the prototyping. She's been doing the alt tags, which has been really interesting. Things like messy bedroom pictures. And then one of the other girls that have been helping out today, she's been actually doing a UX review of her current school homework login system. So she finds some problems with that, and she's been looking at how they could potentially help out the users, one being her, of that system, and how that might better work for people of her age range. And she may even potentially go and take those updates to the school and try and help out other users, really, which is exactly what we do. I think my favourite part of the event has been just seeing how deep into it the children have gotten, and how they've really personalised, because you could choose whatever app you wanted to make. They've really thought about it in such a deep way, and how you might include things like images and buttons and profiles and customization and congratulations messages, and they've really thought about it in such a deep way that it's really, really cool to see. And it's nice in our field to see stuff like that, and people understanding that you can do that as a job. The event, it's been uplifting, it's been energetic, it's been really nice to see. It's been, I've spoken to a few of the parents, and they think it's really great to be able to expose their children to things like this, and just let them know that it's out there. And you know, they like the fact that all of us as volunteers are from different backgrounds, from different communities, different jobs, different companies. So it's really it's good to see everything come together and be able to pass that on to the younger generation.